with the circumstances as they are, that is why he kept getting out, because my uncle has dementia.
Well, do you live there also?
Yes.
Do you work during the day or something?
No, not anymore because I had a hand injury.
In an unusual case before Judge Middleton's bench, a defendant faces a series of citations related to her unleashed Pitbull wandering the neighborhood. The judge is troubled by the safety concerns posed by an uncontrolled animal, especially given the breed's reputation and the potential risk it poses. The defendant offers up an interesting defense, pointing fingers at her elderly uncle, who she claims has been responsible for inadvertently releasing the dog due to his dementia. However, the defendant has also claimed to be the primary caregiver for her uncle, raising questions about accountability. Let me know in the comments if you believe the defendant's claims, or do you think she's just attempting to evade responsibility by putting the blame on her poor uncle? And stay tuned to see how Judge Middleton untangles this web.
Well, I apologize in advance for mispronouncing it in the future, but thank you for being here. Ms. Byers is charged in multiple cases with multiple dog violations. 23-20050M alleges stray dog at large. 23-2193 alleges stray dog at large. 23-2216 alleges stray dog at large. And 2191 and 2192, there's two more charges of dog at large. And all right. What does this say? Oh.
So she had county cases and city cases. So
the county cases are being dismissed. Okay. Well, it doesn't look like much of a plea offer. You're pleading on the nose to everything, except I learned that there are some state statute cases, 231955 and 1957, which are being dismissed by Prosecutor Robert. Ms. Gushnow, what's the position here?
I think, Your Honor, I did have the opportunity to speak with the county prosecutor yesterday, and the agreement that we had worked out was that she would plea in my cases, he would dismiss his cases, and then when I spoke with the defendant this morning, I did say that I would ask you to reduce any fines and costs that you would find appropriate in this matter, since she is pleading as charged on all the files.
All right. Ms. Byers, you were sitting here when I went through the advice of rights just a moment ago with the last person. And do you understand that by pleading to these misdemeanor charges, you're giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Other than the fact that the county cases are being dismissed for a plea to the ordinance cases, did anyone promise you anything to get you to plead to these?
No, Your Honor.
All right, let me see if they put these in my queue. This one sort of sneaked up on me. It was on the pretrial side of things, and it's not even in my queue. What kind of dog is this?
He is a Pitbull.
Of course he is. Some young boy was just mauled by a family dog in Kalamazoo, 4 years old, and he's in the hospital. And they seized 3 dogs from the house. Here they are. They are in my queue. Where is the dog now?
He's being babysat by my mom.
So he's still at your house?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, let me go through these because there's multiple cases. One of these is the dog was at large on August 16th. Was the dog at large at that time?
Oh, yes, Your Honor. Can I have permission to speak on?
Yes.
I am by no means trying to make any excuses, but my uncle, he was left at my doorstep basically by my cousin, and I have become like sole guardian of my uncle. He has dementia, and a lot of these instances are because of my uncle letting the dog out. And we got it under control now as far as backup measures in case my uncle thinks that he's helping out the situation. But with the circumstances as they are, that is why he kept getting out, because my uncle has dementia.
Well, do you live there also?
Yes.
Do you work during the day or something?
No, not anymore, because I had a hand injury.
All right. And you don't have a fenced in yard?
We do have a fenced in yard, but my uncle, he thought that he was helping the dog by letting him out the front door rather than the back door.
All right. Well, let's go through these. We have to do each date.
And I can't work now.
Well, and the fact that that doesn't carry a lot of weight with me. They come to you in October and you get a ticket for dog at large. They come to you in November and you get a ticket for dog at large. They come to you later in November, 9 days later, you get another one. Then you get another one in November. Plus the dog wasn't licensed. Plus you got a bunch of state statutes. So you weren't really doing anything to address the problem. Now everything is hunky-dory. All right, so we have to complete the pleas. Was the dog also a large on November 10th?
Is there a ticket for that day?
Yeah, there is. I have to try to, like I said, this was in the middle of an otherwise very busy morning, but we have to do. In this one, it was at 14:44, which would be about 2:45 in the afternoon. Dog at large, multiple priors, Kalamazoo Peck Street.
That's right next door to my house.
All right, so the dog was out on November 10th. Let's look at the next ticket. One, 6. This was November 18th at 12:50, which is about 1 o'clock. Occurred at 11:10, replaces an earlier citation, dog at large. Well, you already got a ticket for 11:10. Looks like the same incident.
There's multiples that they had to get rid of, and like in replace of the others. Officer or Chief Burgoyne had to combine a couple of them because of the same ticket being issued by Officer Hansen.
Some of these are duplicates.
Yes, Your Honor.
You got ticketed twice for the same thing.
And that's Officer Hansen most of the time.
All right, I'm going to have to sort this out. So another one was on November 13th.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Did you get the dog licensed?
He has an appointment on the 21st for his rabies vaccination because they only come every other weekend. But yes, I have his licensing fees covered and paid for. I just have to have the rabies vaccine and then they issue the license here in town.
Is this a male or female dog?
He's a male.
Is he neutered?
Not yet, no.
This is scary. Unvaccinated male pit bull, not neutered, running out repeatedly in the neighborhood.
I consider him my service animal.
Everybody does till it bites some little boy in the face. All right, I'm going to set this for sentencing to make sure you do get it licensed.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to compare the tickets. It looks like you got doubled up on some of these. You pled to everything, but I think some of these are the same charge under two different case numbers. Yes. So I'm not going to think you paid twice for one incident, but so I need to look more carefully at this, and I don't have time to do it right now. But I want to make sure this dog gets licensed, and I want to make sure it's not out again. There were some pit bulls in colon that the people were elderly and they couldn't control the dogs. They ended up putting them down themselves. The dogs bit 3 different people. And so I set a hearing and the people decided they couldn't deal with them and they had the dog euthanized. But this dog, dementia or not, can't keep running around the village of White Pigeon. All right, I'm going to set these for sentencing for... Are you missing work right now or anything?
No, Your Honor. I'm full guardian of my uncle, so I sit with him and take care of him until he's placed into an assisted living facility.
All right. What's his name?
Robert Frame.
Okay. Bobby Frame?
Mm-hmm.
He was a Three Rivers guy at one time.
Mm-hmm. He's an older gentleman, yeah.
But he's not that much older than me. So,
I'm sorry.
Everything's relative, I guess.
Yeah, I take care of him now full time. My cousin left him on my doorstep.
Set for sentence for March 4th. At 10:30. That's a Monday morning. I want to see proof of vaccination and license. All right, Ms. Byers, I'll see you in March. I don't want the dog out anymore.
Okay.
And I want you to come back with your vaccination and license.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, how would you give that to her? How long have you been with the Sieber firm?
About 4 months now.
All right, well, good for you. I'll probably be seeing you. And again, I apologize in advance. They set these pre-trials on Tuesdays. Tuesday is White Pigeon Day, and sometimes it ends up right in the middle of a very busy pre-exam day, but we'll just do the best we can. I'll see you next time. You don't need to be present for the sentencing. You're welcome to be if you wish to, but you don't need to come down here for that.
Thank you very much, Judge.
All right.
All comments, viewpoints, interpretations, and insights expressed in this video are for education and entertainment purposes. All individuals featured in the video are to be presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Please do not attempt to contact, locate, or engage with any individuals featured in the video.